This is Taryn the Traveling Trainer with GoTarryn Personal Training, and you are now watching At the Table with Tammie.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the very first edition of At the Table with Tammie. Tammie Young from Tammie Springs here. I'm Taryn the Traveling Trainer. Some of you probably have watched my video blog for Taryn TV. But again, this is At the Table with Tammie Young. She's going to be talking to you here and telling you how everything goes with eating healthily and being happy and being positive. So Tammie, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn the table over to you, if you don't mind, and let you have it. So I'll let you do your thing, and I'll let you do it while I get out of here. How's that sound?
Thank you so much.
All right, perfect.
Thank you. And that's Taryn, and I always call him my BFAM. He's my brother from another mother. So it is just a privilege to do this, and I'm very excited. And so hopefully we'll get this thing kicked off, and you will find something that you can learn from. And again, the whole concept behind this is to teach us, myself included, teach us how to feed ourselves physically, but also how to feed ourselves spiritually. And so with that, today I'm going to talk about apples and affirmations. So let's go ahead and get into this. So apples, I did some research, and there are so many benefits from apples, and I like apples because apples gives us what I call a quick win. And anytime you start with a new diet or workout system, you want to get to something that you can get a goal that's easily met. And so apples serve so many good purposes. For instance, this was my aha moment because I like to smile. People who eat apples have whiter, cleaner teeth. So I didn't know if you knew that. And apples is an awesome disease fighter. Apples can cure, not cure, but it fights everything from diabetes to cancer. Apples has fiber, so it makes you feel fuller. So it's something you want to get into your system. So it helps with appetite control. So whiter teeth, disease fighter, and appetite control. I mean, that's three great reasons to get into apples. So what I'd like to do is give you two recipes to get started from. And the first is going to be a dessert smoothie. Now, I have problems in the morning getting breakfast in. And so I learned to love smoothies. I have and I don't want to call the name of it out, but there are so many, they call them emulsifier blenders. And what they do is they take take your ingredients, and especially if you use raw ingredients, you benefit from the nutrients from them. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So for this one, this is a recipe that I do in fact eat. You want to put some blueberries in. And then you want to take some apples, and for this I just like to slice them because they're going into the blender. So I'm going to take these. And for this recipe I chose Red Delicious apples, and I chose those for two reasons. For one, I have a sweet tooth, so I like my fruit to be on the sweet side of life. And also, Red Delicious apples tend to be the cheapest, so it's a financial benefit as well. So to this, we are going to add kale. And kale is an awesome way to get in greens. So you also always want to get some kale into your smoothies when you can. Now, normally one of my things is I do what I call water-based smoothies, but for this, we're going to do cranberry juice. So you can do all natural cranberry juice, and you can use light cranberry juice or sugar-free, so whatever is your preference. So you want to get that in there as well. Let's tap this off here. So we're going to pour that in there. Okay, so and we are so fortunate that we have Kelly here today, and so what I'm going to do is let Kelly taste this and let me know what she thinks about it. So Kelly, if you don't mind, have a taste of that, and let me know what you think.
That healthy and it satisfies my sweet tooth.
Oh,
it's great for the morning because it seems like it would go down easily, and I'm the same way as you. Like I don't have the biggest appetite like right first thing in the morning, so it's just really awesome. It seems like it just go down real easy, and you get all this nutrition, and I love eating healthy just like Tammie does. So this is awesome.
Next, well, I'm going to let you enjoy that for the rest of the show. You can have that. That's for you. And if you find that the cranberry is too much to take, you can put in maybe a teaspoon of sugar. But if you are, I encourage you, don't use white processed sugar. This is called turbinado sugar, or basically you're looking for sugar in the raw or raw cane sugar, so you want to do that. So I have another recipe I'd like to share with you. And this is one that I use for a snack. And this is great post-workout, or if you do maybe the 5 small meals a day, this is what I use for like a 3 o'clock meal. And this is what I call my super apple burrito. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a wrap. You're going to start with a wrap. Now for this week, what I'm using is a multigrain wrap, but you can also use gluten-free wraps, fat-free wraps. You know what you want to do with your calories. You know what you want to do for your workout. So I'm going to take that, and then you're going to take about 1 serving of peanut butter, and that's basically 2 tablespoons. Now this is one area that I want you to be very careful with. There are a lot of products out there. There are fat-free peanut butters, there are low-fat peanut butters, there are all natural. I tried a calorie-free peanut butter, and it was taste-free, so I don't do that. I go with the reduced fat because that fits into what I'm trying to do with my workout program. So you're going to want to use 1 serving, which is about 2 tablespoons. So what you want to do is take the peanut butter, and you just want to spread it over as much of this burrito as you can, over the wrap as you can, because what this is going to do is, 1, it's going to be your flavor, but also this is what's going to help keep this stuck together. So you want to do that, okay? And then for this, what I like to do is I like to chop my apples up, kind of dice them up. You can use apple slices, but I find that it's cleaner and easier to eat if you dice them. So what I kind of want to do is, and this is 1 small apple. Again, you know what you want to do with your calories. You want to know what you want to do and what it takes. Some people, depending on if you're weight training to build muscle, you might need more calories. So I'll leave that to you and Taryn. Okay, so what you want to do with this is for additional flavor, and this is why cooking healthy is so fun. See, what we don't use in calories, we make up with spices and smells. So for this, add a little cinnamon, add a little nutmeg, and if you're really adventurous, add a little ginger. Just a taste, just a taste. And a little ginger, okay, that. And what you're going to do with this, you just want to wrap it. And this, we're going to kind of cut it in half. See with that? And you'll take both of these halves and you kind of get this stirred up. Here you go. There you go. And Kelly's here, so if you want to try it, you're more than welcome. Yes, to do that.
Ooh, very good.
And again, this is something that's really great if you're getting in your 5 meals a day. This is a great 3 o'clock mid-afternoon.
Very good.
Very healthy and very good and very well. So there you have it, our 2 things that will feed you physically, and when we come back we're going to talk about affirmations and get you fed on the inside as well as on the outside. Okay, so now we fed you physically, so now we want to take care of that inner person. And so I want to talk to you about affirmations. And an affirmation is your statement of fact. It's the truth about your existence. And as we go into these workout programs, and I was thinking this morning that this is the perfect time to do this because August is the 8th month of the year. And in a lot of cultures and in a lot of traditions, 8 is the number for new beginnings. So why don't we take this new beginning and start working with the inner part of us as well as the outer part of us. I think a lot of times we get very excited about what we're going to look like, or we get excited about the aesthetics, and that is perfectly okay. But what happens is we don't change who we are inside, and so you have relapses, or you have disappointments, or you go through all this to lose the weight and you're the same person that you were. And so really nothing's changed but your outer core. So today I want to talk to you about affirmations. Affirmations is just a simple statement that you use, that you can get to daily, that you can pull from your mind, and it's just your path to joy. And for mine is, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and that comes from Psalms 139. And basically, I like that because if you think about who you are as a person, and we don't even have to get too big-brained about this, But when you get a moment, I want you to go online. I want you to look up a couple of things. I want you to look up how many bones there are in the human body. I want you to look up how many systems there are in the body. I want you to look up the number of muscles there are in the body. And think about all that happens in a course of a minute or an hour or a day that you don't even have to think about. But it just works for you. So I'm saying this to say your body in and of itself is the greatest miracle that there is. So I want you to take some time to think about something that inspires you. Who are you? And I want you to write a statement. And the great thing about all our technology with our cell phones, I'm old school, so I started memorizing my affirmation on index cards, and I put them everywhere. I have index cards on my refrigerator now. But I want you to take a moment, find a sentence that defines you, put it on your phone, put it somewhere you can see it. And this week, every time you consciously think about it, I want you to say that phrase. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And whatever your senses is. And then when you get to a moment, if you're having a moment of doubt, or a moment where you don't trust yourself, or a moment of this isn't working, I want you to try the rubber band theory. And what that is, and I do this, I wear rubber bands every day, and anytime I'm starting to doubt myself and doubt who I am, I simply pull this rubber band and it snaps me back into my right thinking. So hopefully you will get something from this. I want you to develop your affirmation. Have it for the next time that we meet, because I'm going to ask you about it and give you some practical ways maybe to apply it in addition to other things. So thank you so much for tuning into this. This is exciting for me. I hope it's helpful. I hope it takes you it propels you 2 steps into your journey. And this week, get your affirmation. Do something joyful. Do something that promotes your happiness, because happiness, it looks good on you. Till next time.